Excuse the really naff 80s music in the background. Oh, mind you, don't mind a bit of this. Oh, soldier, dried rasta. Excuse my voice as well. I've just lost it. It's just started coming back. I had a nasty case of laryngitis. Just thought I'd drop in because it's been a while since I made a video and been missing it. I've had a nasty wisdom tooth infection followed by laryngitis, as I say. So basically it's meant I've not been able to do any form of podcasting, even though I've got loads to share with you. So I thought, for the first time in forever, it feels like, I've sat down at my wheel for 10 minutes while I'm waiting for some over dyeing to finish. And I thought, I know, I'll make a little video because you've never seen me spinning. And I thought I'll just do a quick catch up, and you don't have to look at me because I'm looking quite rough, to be fair. So this, excuse me, what I'm spinning is John Arbon Textiles alpaca, and it's really pretty. I'll slow down, see if I can show you some of this lovely fibre. Look, steely grey and silver. And then I've got some Wensleydale Longwool, which I've spun half of already, and this is the bobbin full of the Wensleydale Longwool, covered in cat hair at the moment. It's going to need a good wash once it's done. Cat likes to make a bed in my spinning basket, naughty girl. So what I'm planning to do is, I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not, ply one ply of the Wensleydale Longwool with the alpaca. Hello, Bramble. I should get 2 bobbins full because I've got all of this is left. So I'm just doing a fairly simple 2 ply. This is probably going to come out something between a sport and DK by the time I've plied it, I think. And I should hopefully have enough to make a nice shawl with. So that's exciting, but I've had precious little time to spin recently, and I've actually found myself over the last few days really hankering for it. So I thought, while that yarn's just dyeing, I'm just going to sit down and do a little bit, and then it's got to go in the washing machine to spin. That's another 13 minutes of waiting for it. So I thought, sod it, tonight I'm going to sit down and spin while that works, and then I'll have at least abated my craving for it a little bit, which is lovely. I do find spinning extremely relaxing and soothing, and and the sound of my wheel's called Betsy. She's an Ashford traditional from the 70s era, this one. I got her second hand. She's an absolute beauty. She's always behaved beautifully for me. I don't give her as much maintenance as I should. I'm going to have to give her a bit of an overhaul soon, because she's not had a good looking at for a while, but she has had an overhaul from the chap who supplies Ashfords in the UK, Mr. Herring. I can't remember his first name, but excuse me. Yes, I have got another wheel as well, which is a herring wheel, and his name is Harold. And I'm spinning some Valet Black Nose, Valet Blue Nose, oh yeah, can't remember now, on him, but he's got a totally different mechanism, and he took me a while to learn to spin on, but he's absolutely beautiful, and I will introduce you to him one day. I'll show you some of the Valet Black Nose actually at some point. I've watched quite a lot of these videos of people chatting and spinning recently, and I just find it really relaxing and pleasant to watch, and I think that's part of the reason why I've been hankering to sit down at my wheel so much recently. So I thought, I'll have 10 minutes now, why not? It'll do me good, and I'll be a bit closer to having some finished fibre to spin with, knit with. So on the subject of fibre, I've been thinking about dyeing some fibre for quite a long while now. What does everybody else think? Would you like to see some spinning fibre in my shop? I'll tell you what I really fancy spinning is some, what do you call it? Shetland, some Shetland roving. I absolutely love the way it feels. It's so soft, it's beautiful, and I'd really like to try dyeing that. So if you fancy that and you'd like to see some fibre in my shop, leave me a message or PM me and tell me what kind of fibres you'd be interested in seeing me dye, and then I might just have to order some and have a bash with it, and I can show you what I make on the podcast. Knitting and crochet wise, I've been working hard on that flipping black jumper. I've nearly finished the front of it. I've got about an inch left to knit before I start shaping the shoulders for the front, and then I've only got the sleeves to go, so that's fabulous. And then I have finished the first of those 2 socks that I was test knitting for the lovely Faye from Being Rose Fibres. I'm halfway up the second sock of those, but I had to have a break because I was too poorly to concentrate properly, so I stopped working on those, and I've just been knitting a plain pair of socks in some yarn that I did an experimental dye job with, and I'll show you those next time. I've finished the first sock and I'm about 3/4 of the way done with the second sock. I'm about 4 rows off putting the toe in. I'm working them cuff down. So then I'm going to put the toe in and the True Afterthought heel, and it'll be done. And I'm using 2 of the West Yorkshire Spinners signature 4-plies in the Sweet Shop colours as contrast heels and cuffs, and I've done them alternate, so bright pink and lime green, and I've done 1 green toe and pink heel and the other one pink toe and green heel. So as I say, I'm about 4 rows off the rounds off of the heel, and then they'll be done. I've also done quite a bit of work on my bunting. I've got 4 flags now, but I can only do that in short bursts because it hurts my hands. And then I've been making a few other bits and bobs. I'm taking part in an Advent swap for the first time this year. Well, an organised one as a group. And I found out who my swap partner was the other day, who I'm sending to. I'm really excited about who I've got because it's someone I already know. Oh, what's this? Go away. Sorry, I don't know if that came up or not. I just had a funny notification. So I've started making a couple of little bits and bobs for her parcel. So I'm really excited about that. So as I say, I'm hoping I'll be able to get a podcast in. I'd quite like to do one before the weekend, but I don't know if I'll manage it or not. So watch this space. I will definitely speak to you very soon anyway. Lovely to catch up with you. I'll see you soon, and happy knitting, spinning, crocheting, felting, weaving, dyeing, whatever it is you do between now and next time I see you. Ta-ta!